Jolteon has not been a viable Pokemon in the OU tier for a long time. In fact, it's ranked ZU in Gen 9, the lowest tier a Pokemon can be placed in. But recently a player named Let's Rumble Shall We managed to reach number 1 on the ladder with a team that included Jolteon, peaking at an impressive 2065 elo. So today we're taking an in-depth look at the team and how Jolteon actually played a key role in its success. Jolteon actually has pretty strong offensive stats with 110 base special attack and an impressive 130 base speed that makes it one of the fastest Pokemon in the OU tier, allowing it to outspeed threats like Darkrai and certain Zamazenta variants. Because the rest of the team is fairly slow, Jolteon plays a crucial role in providing speed control. Its access to Step Volt Switch lets it pivot out safely against anything that isn't a ground type, helping maintain momentum and chip down threats it can't quite KO. But speed control is not all that Jolteon brings to the table. With Calm Mind it can function as a late game cleaner. The set runs Thunderbolt in combination with Volt Switch as a stronger step that doesn't force its switch, and Alluring Voice as coverage, which gets even stronger with Terra Fairy. One of Jolteon's biggest weaknesses is its limited coverage, and Alluring Voice does help it hit Great Tusk and Ting Lu for super effective damage, though it still struggles against other ground types like Gliscor, Landorus and Iron threats. Terra Fairy also offers defense utility. Combined with Volt Absorb, it allows Jolteon to completely wall-raging Bolt, healing off electric type attacks and providing an immunity to dragon moves. It also gives Jolteon a way to beat Hex Dragapult, one of the few Pokemon that can reliably outspeed it, and it gives it a resistance against King Gambit Sucker Punch, which Jolteon really needs since its physical bulk is very poor. Volt Absorb also helps Jolteon check Zapdos, since it resists Hurricane and is immune to electric moves. Another Pokemon on the team that really caught my attention is Hydrapple. It's not something you see often, but I think it's a pretty underrated threat. Hydrapple forms a great offensive core with Jolteon as it can pressure the ground types that Jolteon struggles with. Thanks to its great physical bulk and grass typing, it can switch into those ground types comfortably and threaten the back with Giga Drain. It also has access to Nasty Plot, making it a real problem for balanced and bulky offense teams. And with Regenerator, Hydrapple can come in and out throughout the match multiple times, healing up and finding multiple opportunities to break. This set uses Terra Poison, which lets it completely wall Pokemon like Zamazenta and Galarian Slowking, turning them into Saddle Fodder. Hydrapple also forms a solid Regenerator core with Galarian Slowking, another member of the team. This is a fairly standard Assault Fence set, notably running Ice Beam, which punishes ground types that try to switch in, giving Jolteon more breathing room. Slowking also serves as a reliable special wall, checking major threats like Iron Valiant, Iron Moth and Kyurem, all of which can pressure Hydrapple. Great Tusk handles both hazard setting and removal. Interestingly, this one runs a fully physical defensive set with Body Press, which was very common early on in Gen 9 but is seen less often now. Max Defense allows it to reliably check physical threats like King Gambit and Sword Sense Gliscor. The Body Press plus Ice Spinner combo gives it good coverage but does leave you walled by Pokemon like Golden Go and Petrant, which is a problem since Tusk is the spinner on the team. Headlong Rush is an alternative option though to deal with those Pokemon, as well as Cerulege, which is a big problem for the team too. Moltres is also featured on the team, offering a much needed ground immunity and a secondary check to King Gambit. It also handles most variants of Dragonite and Heatran, which it can threaten with Scorching Sands, but Roar is another option to phase out setup sweepers. Lastly, there is King Gambit, the team's second win condition and a strong answer to ghost types like Dragapult, Golden Go and Petrant. It's really cool to see a skilled player reach number 1 using a Pokemon like Jolteon, which is widely considered unviable. I will leave the full RMT in the description below. It includes the team, more detailed explanations and replays of the team in action. And there you have it. This is how a team featuring Jolteon reached number 1 on the Gen 9 OU ladder. Let me know in the comments what you think of this team, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're new. If you want to support the channel even more, you can become a member for just $1, and your name will be featured on the end screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.